We're going to go to our final matchup in the Arnold bracket in the round of 64. We have the Catacomb Escape from John Wick 2 taking on the Quicksilver sequence from X-Men Days of Future Past, where they spring Magneto from prison. How'd you score it?
8-2 X-Men.
I went 8-2 John Wick.
Oh, wow. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
So the reason I did 8-2 X-Men, one is because I've seen so many scenes like the one in John Wick.
Okay. We've had this
Shoot,
discussion, and I was there for it for most of the part. But
it's a shootout scene where he's taking cover and he's blowing people away. That to sum up like the in the most general way, that's what it's about.
sure.
The X-Men scene in the most general way is like it's a super speed superhero. I guess that's like the
Yeah.
most general way to describe it. I just don't. There's no other scene like the X-Men scene in this tournament. I always give points for like originality.
So here's my concerns with the Quicksilver sequence. I think it's incredibly unique, as you said. It's a very interesting and unique scene. How much of it is action, I'm not sure. But it's a very different way of saying it. So it's hard for me because it's incredibly artistic, a lot of fun. I'm not. I don't know if I like it more than the Nightcrawler scene. And that's where I go. It's kind of the Nightcrawler scene for the next generation of X-Men fans. This is the way I kind of put it, the equivalent of it.
Yeah, it's all action, but it doesn't seem like action because it's slow motion.
Yes. So, I think it's super unique the way they are able to equate what super speed would be like.
Mm-hmm.
That's an
Yeah.
ingenious way to show it.
Yes.
Where it wouldn't just be. Because theoretically, if you and I were around a super speedster, we wouldn't see shit. No one would see anything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you'd need the best technology in the world, GPS tracking and everything else to even catch the person running.
Yeah. And I think physically that probably is what the world would look like to someone with super speed.
Yes.
We would look slow rather than him looking super fast.
Right. We would it's a great way to interpret a speedster. Is it the most faithful Quicksilver? Not sure about that, but
I don't give a shit about
I
that.
don't really care because I also gave points to a Batman that kills people. So I'm not here to I ain't here
True.
to magically say is it the most faithful version of it. To It's actually relatively short, which is totally fine and understandable
Hmm.
with the amount of effects and things that you had to put in to make that scene work. Again, I think it's a great scene. I'm the one who said that scene's got to be it. The reason I went so strong John Wick was, to me, this is the peak of that franchise. That catacomb scene is, I think, the best thing that John Wick's ever done. But I love that it's all set up perfectly beforehand. So you understand and anticipate everything that's going on, and any time that your character is in danger, you immediately are going, I know there's something right there. Just come on, John, get there, get there. So you have the setup, and there are stakes the entire time with the clear babyface and heel dynamic. And I also think it's a really interesting and unique place to be in terms of the catacombs,
Hmm.
where you have this huge historical thing to deal with, and you're getting to use it in a modern
I
chase shootout sequence.
I would agree with that, but it's shot at night and it's so dark that it utilize that setting to its fullest?
I think it does because of the claustrophobia brought on by it. But that's just me. It because I think it also lends more to the characterization of John Wick 1 really introduces Baba Yaga. He's this ghost that cannot be killed.
Hmm.
John Wick 2 is where he is truly Baba Yaga, where it's just no matter what you do, no matter where you go, you are not safe. You've pissed off John Wick, ergo, you will die. Like,
Yeah.
and that's why I love the character moments. So that's why I went so much more John Wick than Quicksilver. I don't think you are wrong for going the opposite way
Yes.
and the taste of it. Because I do
I
think there's a good mixture of shootout action and physical action, and it doesn't get too. It's not so John Wicky style.
to argue for character moments, I'm gonna argue that now for X-Men. Right before the scene, the reason it happens is because they're in the Pentagon and Magneto can't use his powers against those bullets because they're not metal.
They're plastic, yeah.
And then also Charles can't use his power because he has been paralyzed, but he takes like a drug to counteract that.
Which is also ridiculous, but that's fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. But because he takes that drug, he also can't use his powers anymore.
Right.
So that gives characters depth. And then the people shoot, so it gives actual stakes.
Yep.
And it's only at the very end of the scene that Quicksilver like spreads the bullets so they won't hit the people. Probably should have done that at the very beginning, you would think.
Yeah.
But that's the character moments that I like. And it does show a lot of character moments with Quicksilver where like it shows him as like the quipster
Yes.
kind of guy, where everything he's doing is just a joke, like having people punch themselves and stuff like that.
Giving a guy a wedgie, all those things. Yeah. I do like those moments quite a bit. I think if we're gonna argue in terms of uniqueness, I think I think Days of Future Past will probably take it then.
Let's do. I say we do a coin flip.
You want to do a coin flip for it?
Yeah.
By all means.
Okay. I'm gonna go on Google.
Okay, so let's just because it's top and bottom of the bracket. Let's go. John Wick heads. Days of Future Past tails.
Okay. Heads.
I was just ready to give you Quicksilver.
It's all good.
I mean, no matter what, it's going to lose in the next round.
I was about to say that. I was like, it's not going farther.
We'll go John Wick 2 on the tiebreaker.
Okay. That X-Men scene is definitely one where it's going to be higher up when we rank them.
Oh, yeah. In terms of a loser, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see where it went. But that is our final matchup. And hey, it's fun that we got the dramatic one at the end. So, in terms of the disagreement, that's awesome. But that is our final matchup of the show, and we are now ready for the round of 32.